We are here, delighted you were there. There's a lot going on, so let's waste no time and take you directly to Jeff's beloved city of Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Where Philip Rivers, in fascinating fashion, is adding one more chapter to his NFL story. As you've no doubt heard, the 44-year-old is joining the Colts on their practice squad amid an injury crisis that has left them with 3 sideline quarterbacks. If he starts a game, he will become the 5th quarterback in NFL history to do so at 44 or older. Philip Rivers is 3 years and 154 days older than his head coach, Shane Steichen. If he's named the quarterback, he'll be the 7th starter since 1950 to be older than his head coach. Steichen and Rivers do have a lot of familiarity with each other. They discussed plays with Rivers for his high school team, and by that I mean he's coaching a high school team. Here was Swagoo yesterday on NFL Live on this strange situation.
Don't tell me nothing about scheme familiarity. Every quarterback in the league that's starting got some scheme familiarity, and they still get hurt. And they not 45. There is no silver lining when you got to call a guy that's been out of football for 5 years to come start quarterback for you in the dead heat of the season with a team trying to make the playoffs. This is a panic button, and it's unfortunate for the Indianapolis Colts, and I feel like it's unfortunate for Philip Rivers as well.
In a related story, they're playing at Seattle this weekend, which might have the best defense in the NFL, and the weather looks iffy. There isn't a person alive more authoritative on the Colts than Jeff Saturday, so I give you the first word. Jeff, what's your reaction to all this?
Desperate times, man. Desperate times, desperate measures. That's where we are in Indy. And unfortunately, when the injury happens on Sunday and you see Daniel Jones go down, they're not the cavalry. And obviously Riley Leonard, he gets hurt. And you're worried about him. They're digging deep, and the facts are they were already in a spiral, right? We've lost 4 or 5. I don't think even with Daniel Jones, I don't think they're beating Jacksonville that day. It didn't start right. So as you're looking at this, they're grasping at all straws, and I don't think they signed Philip Rivers with the intent of not playing Philip Rivers. So let's make sure that we're clear there. I think they brought him in, and he's going to get an opportunity. And Swagoo, listen, he makes all the sense in the world. You're the Jets.
Right.
I'm a Colt, man.
Right.
Like, there's nothing in me hoping more that Philip Rivers comes in and saves our season. Like, I'm just telling you, like, I am fully biased, not only for Phil, but for the Indy fans. Skeptical? Very. But I'm still ride or die.
Yeah, this kind of thing, it worries me, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Think about this. If he has to get into the game in Seattle, on the road, against that defense, when you have been inactive, I don't care what you've been doing for the past 5 years. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how much you've been working out, Peloton and yoga, whatever you've been doing. You haven't been playing football at the NFL level. Now, Philip Rivers is knocking on the door of being a Hall of Famer, but he hasn't played in 5 years. You're 44 years old. And quite honestly, when you played in the league, it's not like you were blowing the league up in terms of your athleticism. So what do you think? What do you think the level of degradation has been as far as his athletic ability now, where he hasn't been active for 5 years? And you're going to go on the road maybe against Seattle and play against maybe one of the best defenses, not maybe, one of the best defenses in the NFL. I just don't want to see this end bad for him, and I don't want it to be one of those kind of things where we're sitting there going, what in the world were they thinking in the first place? That's what worries me the most about this, because this is one of the greats of all time.
Yeah. And
now he's putting himself literally in harm's way.
Peter, can you describe for everyone who doesn't really fully understand just how old Philip Rivers is?
Yeah, Cindy, can we see the full screen? I want to show you an actor, Christopher Lloyd, in one of his most important roles, the great Doc Brown. And let's take a look at this photograph here. Doc Brown, the actor here, Christopher, is younger in this photograph than Philip Rivers will be when he plays quarterback on Sunday. This is a 43-year-old man. Philip Rivers is 44. That's how old Philip Rivers is right now.
Doc Brown catching straight.
Doc Brown. Loved him in Taxi. Loved him in Angels in the Outfield.
Although he's getting blasted right now.
Doc Brown was 43 in that photo. But I say this, I'm always, as a reporter, and Kimberly feel the same way, like, characters are welcome. And Philip Rivers is a great character. And this story is one of those that is made for Disney, made for Dennis Quaid to play it in the movie. Like, I cannot wait to see him under center. And who knows, maybe it does have a happy ending.
Okay. No. I think the same reaction that Marcus had to talk about the desperation. I think back to sitting in Chris Ballard's office, the GM of the Colts, back in 2023, the day before that draft, and he was talking about how it weighed on him that he couldn't figure out the answer to the QB conundrum since Luck retired. And taking Anthony Richardson was that big swing. Like, I've figured it out. And now this is another big swing where we talk about they've pushed everything to the middle of the table, all the chips, the sauce trade. There was a team that could win it all, and now they're just sort of grasping at straws here.
Well, more on this a little later, because I think we should cover the fact that this will, assuming he gets activated, restart his Hall of Fame clock. And this is a guy who, as you said, is knocking on the door of the Hall of Fame. And this means he'll have to wait another 5 years to come back and maybe play a game or two in this situation. A lot of different storylines that are working there.
Lost. He likes the Cowboys' path forward to the postseason. But Mina, we got some breaking news out of Indianapolis. And you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Colts have no quarterback. So they held a private workout for 44-year-old Phillip Rivers last night. And our Adam Schefter says Indy has signed him to their practice squad. You know, Rivers last played in the NFL 5 years ago during COVID for the Colts. All three of the team's QBs are injured, so now Indy will look towards Old Man Rivers as their starter. Our Colts reporter, Stephen Holder, NFL analyst Jeff Saturday are here with more. So, Stephen, I got to start with you on this. You look at it, Daniel Jones, Achilles surgery today. AR still on the IR. Riley Leonard, the rookie, has a knee strain. Is it possible that we could see Phillip Rivers under center for the Colts Sunday against the Seahawks?
Listen, we are storytellers above all, and we have the makings of a potential incredible story here. There's no question that is on the table. Not for sure, but on the table. As you just outlined, they have three quarterbacks. All of them are hurt to some degree. Phillip Rivers, while maybe not in the best football shape, is available and threw the ball well in that workout from what I'm told. And they are not closing the door on any option right now. He is an emergency option for them, to be clear. But this may actually be an emergency. So we will see very shortly what he can deliver if called upon, and I'm here for it. This could be an amazing story. With the Colts, by the way, fighting for a playoff spot, which is the carrot here.
The interesting thing is Phillip Rivers is looking to get back on the field since really hanging it up in 2021, where he was a full-time family man. Biggest wrinkle in joining the Colts might be really resetting his Hall of Fame clock, as if he signs on the active roster, he was eligible to be inducted into the class of 2026. Jeff, give me your reaction to the possibility of Phillip Rivers suiting up for the Colts here in the coming weeks.
Yeah, listen, this has been painful for every Colts fan, and you said it, desperate times is desperate measures, right? And there's not a lot of great options when all three of yours are already banged up. Let's be real. The Colts went all in when they gave up 2 draft picks for Sauce Gardner, who goes off with a calf injury, and now Daniel Jones, who they expected to be their long-term starter, goes down. This is a problem, and it's not just a problem for right now. Like, this regime understands when you go all in and go bust, it's a problem. So they're going to try to figure out whether it's Phillip Rivers, whether it's Riley, whoever can go in and be effective. And look, I love Phil. This is no disrespect to Phil, but that Seattle defense ain't no joke. And not having any timing with any receiver, the NFL doesn't just pop off like that quite often. Now, can he go in and battle and do some things above the neck? I think he's 100% ready to rock and roll. That body at 44 is a little different. Them men over there trying to go hurt you, I worry about. I'm not even being funny. I'm like, man, this could get you to, don't throw a Nolan Ryan back there on the left side, because my man, you get freaking broke down. And so hopefully it is an emergency situation and Phil doesn't have to go in and can just kind of help use his knowledge to help these young guys get ready. But the Colts are in trouble, and they understand it, and they're grasping at all straws. I don't blame them a bit. As a fan, whatever we got to do to try to make it, that's what you want to try to go do.
Yeah, Stephen, what about the rookie Riley Leonard? What's the latest with him and his knee?
Look, he hasn't been ruled out for this week just yet. Tomorrow is a very key day. They're going to try to push him a little bit and see what